jump the gun because it's coming. Don't jump the gun, my man.
Motherfucker, piece of shit.
Oh my God.
And we back with another Wednesdays with Will. Today we're going to be basically saying our offseason targets that we want. They could be free agents or guys that are just on the trading block or rumor mill. And we got 3 tiers. We got bench player, starter, and all-star. So we picked 2 each and we'll kind of go back and forth. How's it going, Will? I forgot to ask you how you doing, man. Everything good?
Going good, man. What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm doing good unless you say the name that rhymes with Smyrie Perving. But we'll get into that, man. We're gonna start with the bench players. And the first bench guy that I wanted him last year when he got traded to, where the hell did he get traded? He got traded to Toronto. It's Thaddeus Young. I like Thaddeus Young because he stretched the floor a little bit, but again, just a solid veteran. We asking him to come in and play some backup minutes on the bench to give PJ some rest in the regular season and maybe contribute a little bit come playoff time too. But I like him a lot.
Okay, that's not bad. I'm gonna go with kind of the same type of player. He can play the 3 or the 4, depending on if you're playing small or not. But he's a veteran who can stretch the floor and play defense, so I'm going to go with Nikola Jovic.
Oh, I like that answer. I do like that answer.
He fits the system perfectly, in my opinion, so that wouldn't be a bad get at all.
Bro, prime Batum, even Batum now, he's the perfect player we need because he's a 3-and-D player that can also score a little bit. He's essentially a scorer that you don't have to worry about getting hunted on defense, and he could also spot him in the corner. That's a good answer. The next bench guy that I got is a name that we're all familiar with, another guy that we don't have to worry about getting hunted on defense, and his name is Rodney Magruder, man. The reason I want Rodney Magruder is, why are you laughing?
I laugh. I said, I ain't laugh.
The reason I want, bro, why are you hating on Magruder? Who is it? Was it Draymond that was talking crap and he said something like, who is Magruder?
Apparently he was taking up for Wayne Ellington. When the Rodney Magruder become the tough guy of the team? Like,
I just don't think he was that consistent. That's my only thing, right?
Well, he only played 15 minutes a night. I'm assuming he's not going to command more than a minimum deal. And a guy like Thaddeus Young or Nicholas Batum probably will. And I don't know if the Heat have enough money for more than minimum deals, really, unless they get rid of Duncan's bum ass. But
okay, so my next bench guy, he was a Heat guy in the past, very hard-nosed defender. I feel like he fits on this team as well. He just wants to come back home, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Patrick Beverley. Yes. Yes. you say what you want about Pat Bev, but he's one of those guys you hate unless he's on your team. If he's on your team, you love him.
Well, when you said former Heat player, good defender, I'm thinking like, is Josh Richardson a free agent? I was like, I would like him back. But then you said trash talking, and my mind immediately went to Patrick Beverley. And I'm like, this man really about to pull that. Listen, why do you want him when we have Gabe Vincent under contract? That don't make no sense. He doesn't add nothing.
He got that dog in him. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
All right. I'm gonna move on into our starter tier, and the first starter that I have is
OG and Ginobili.
A guy who's still under contract for a couple of years, a guy who's still very young, but for some reason, his name has been in the rumor mill, including Portland, who at the time of this recording just traded for Jeremy Grant today. Because if I'm Damian Lillard and I see that my team acquired Jeremy Grant and OG Anunoby in the same offseason, I'm still getting the fuck out of there because I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Y'all had CJ McCollum.
What happened to not cursing? You chastised me like in the past 2 weeks.
See, the thing is, I didn't want to curse on here, but in the last Meet the Heat Fan Friday, the one with my boy John, he cursed about 100 times, and I got so used to just editing, cutting it out. I said, put some more in. But we'll try to not curse unless we start talking about Kyrie Irving, motherfucker, piece of shit. Drama queen, cancer, motherfucker, head ass, man.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I got OG Anunoby, obviously great scorer, great defender, a phenomenal shooter. He'd be the absolute perfect fit here. I don't think that one's super realistic, but he's a guy whose name is out there. I'd love to get him.
So the first person I'm gonna go with in my starter category, cut from the same cloth as Pat Bev. He's kind of undersized for his position, but he plays hard. He's a hard-nosed defender. He brings all the energy that we could use. I'm gonna go ahead and say Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, Montrezl Harrell. That's like, bro, I thought you was going to talk about Bug-Eye Portis.
Don't jump the gun because it's coming.
Oh, no.
Don't jump the gun, my man. He's coming. I promise. Pause.
All right. We're not going to talk about him now. The second starter that I got on my list is a guy that Giancarlo Navas would love to hear. He's been pushing the agenda, and he got me on. I'm not going to lie to you. Harrison Barnes, man.
Yeah,
Bro, he's making a ton of money. They couldn't get him because he's not a free agent, and they could not get him without trading Duncan's salary. He scores. He defends at a high level. He is a phenomenal three-point shooter, similar to OG Anunoby. So I think it'd work really well. He provides everything you need. I'd absolutely love it.
That would be a great pickup. So you jumped the gun a little bit. You ruined it for me a little bit, but I know every time I watch him play, I know that I text you every time. That's a Heat guy right there. He's a little bit better of a scorer. That's messed up, man. He's a little bit better of a scorer, great defender, great hustle player, great energy. Bug-eyed Bobby Portis.
No!
Perfect fit, man. Perfect fit.
Bro, look at this. They got a whole ass thread with all the players with Bobby Portis eyes, bro.
That is kind of scary. That's very scary.
Because he is scary, man. All right, I'm going to go with the first superstar on my list. Of course, the guy I want is Donovan Mitchell. I'm not going to get into it too much because I'm pretty sure 99, if not 100% of Heat fans agree. I don't think he's likely to actually be out there. If anything, maybe the Jazz trade Gobert and run it back one more year with Mitchell, but
I knew you were going to pick him. That's why I didn't choose him. So I'm a little bit different. I'm going to go with a young, explosive wing player, has size, that we need that on the wing. He's a great defender. I'm going to go with the young bull out of Chicago, Zach Lavine.
He actually is the second guy on my list, so I'll speak about him a little bit now too. I like him. I don't like Beal. I don't like Kyrie. As simple as that.
I'm not going to choose Beal because I feel like the past 4 or 5 seasons has been the same story. You signed the extension. If you want the bag, that's fine. But don't say you want to win and stay with the Washington Wizards. I will not be mad at Kyrie, unlike you. That's not what I'm saying, though. So.
Oh, thank God. Because I was boiling up on the inside. Because y'all know that curse rant. Was that this video or was that another one? Was it another one?
I think so. Oh,
Kyrie Irving's motherfucker, piece of shit.
It might have been this one.
Basically, every video I talk about how much I hate that fucking bum. But who do you got, Will? Please, before I start on Kyrie.
So it ties into the Kyrie story. So let's say Kyrie doesn't want to resign with Brooklyn, right? Yeah, I'm going there. Brooklyn is stuck. Brooklyn doesn't know what to do. There's a guy up there, a 7-foot guard, who's pretty close with Kyrie. He's not going to follow him, obviously. So he says, I want out. Why not bring him to the Heat? Kevin Durant, easy money snapper, down to Miami.
Well, whatever you need, bro. Whatever you need, come to Miami, man. You know how fast I would trade Jimmy Butler for Kevin Durant?
I don't know if you saw my tweet from earlier. You saw my tweet from earlier. And it said, I'm sorry in advance. But it said, I'm sending my girl up to Brooklyn before I send Jimmy to Brooklyn. And it's facts. I'm not going to lie to you.
Amaya, my lovely, beautiful girlfriend, you hear that? I love you more than I love Jimmy Butler. You hear that? Because I would not send you to Brooklyn. I'm like, well, over
Here's my thing, though. Here's my thing, right?
Hey, your girl retweeted me. She watches these too, so be careful now.
Here's my thing. What? You can have a long distance relationship. You can't have a long distance.
You can't have a long distance championship.
Exactly. Championships are forever. Let's be logical about this.
If I had to send my girl away for a year to win one championship.
No, wait. Because KD, Jimmy, and Bam, that's at least 2 championships, in my opinion.
If I had to be long distance from my girl for 2 years to win 2 championships, I would definitely not do that. To tell you the truth, I would never, not in a million years.
I would never do it either. I feel you.
And I would never do it for 3 years either.
As long as we're on the same page. Do you feel like even like straight up KD for Jimmy, would that win a championship?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, they were one shot away from making the finals, and pretty much everybody played terrible except for Jimmy. So if you run it back next year with Jimmy and you get a couple guys to step up, like if Tyler is healthy and actually good, if Bam is good 100% instead of 50% of the time, if PJ is healthy, I think you could win it next year. And if you have KD, who is better than Jimmy, then I think you would also win.
No, I feel you, but that's just a lot of hypotheticals that you don't know what's going to happen. That's the only thing.
Well, you asked me a hypothetical question, so I give you a hypothetical answer. Oh, you got that hat on a little too tight, man. I don't know.
It is a little bit too tight. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little bit snug.
That's because you got that big face.
I like that. The draft is tomorrow from when we're recording, so
oh,
could have made
it
already. So
true. This whole video can go to waste if depending if that happens. I'm still gonna upload it because I ain't gonna redo it. I think they keep the pick though. You think so?
Think so? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think they trade it along with Duncan or somebody.
Wake up, count K, quick cure to my pain. Just me, no team, only trust a green face.
Comment down below who you want for free agency, who you think we're gonna get. And other than that, we'll see y'all next week with another Wednesdays with Will. Thank you for joining on, Will. You got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Team 5 forever and always. That's all I gotta say.
I like it, man. I like the confidence. All right, we'll see y'all next video. Take it easy.
Peace.
Pull up in your city, tryna get that dead face. Do it on my own, I don't need no dead weight. Had to kill him off, yeah, I need a head space. You know this homegrown bitch don't offend me.